Hello everyone, this is Greyshot117 here bringing you another COH2 replay. By the way, before I get into this, I just checked out Iron Harvest. Yes, apparently they launched a Kickstarter for it. And for those who don't know, Iron Harvest is a similar game to Company of Heroes 2 in terms of RTS style and gameplay, but it's set in an alternative 1920s with like a more mechanized, robotic sort of like unit design, which is really cool. But in any case, the reason why I'm shilling for it is because of the fact that its Kickstarter is currently going, and I'm shilling for it so it can get multiplayer status, because I think it needs 1 million, but in like one day it already hit like 600,000 people. But if you're interested in the game, you can get it at a discount or just support them with $1 if you just go to their Kickstarter page, which once again, really cool. Good luck on those guys, and my brother and I are currently debating on what tier we should get. Because my brother and I are debating, like, you know what would be amazing, just FU to just everybody? If those developers had to literally paint my face into the game. There's a tier level where you can actually get a portrait of yourself in the game. And I'm like, you know what would be just incredible? If those poor bastards had to animate my face as a general in this game. That would suck so much. But I wonder how, like, if that would be just simply incredible. Also, it would, yeah, I think that'd be great. They also have stuff where apparently if you can go to Gamescom to meet with the crew, but that's like that's, for those who don't know, from where I am, it would take about, oh, I don't know, $1,000 minimum to fly to Germany. So no, not anytime soon. But they do have a bunch of other cool stuff and perks that you can get, and like I said, the game automatically looks good. So I'm very interested to see how it does with so much additional polish on it. But in any case, this is a 4v4 in Land Force. Now to get off that shilling, right now we have Mobin. Oh my God, what is his name? Kirill, Proust, Erwin Rommel. No, not Empire Rommel. Daddy Ruddle, Vladimir Putin as an American, that's hilarious. Joseph Goebbels as a British, as you can tell, that person may have been something else. And ACAP the Santan King. Alright, so ACAP, wonderful. A-Case, let's see how things go. Wow, oh, very lucky he got his MG out before the mortars murdered him. A nice idea with the double mortar, kind of bust him out of the city. Right now, Sniper's being pushed back and actually being annihilated. ACAP is just being hammered right now. Let's double check rank real quick, and then we'll go into further gameplay about this game. Looks like I'm gonna say the Axis probably have it. No, I'm sorry, the Allies have advantage. Small one, but again, time played, looks like these guys have more, will have more of a no life than these guys, who have less of a no life. A lot of frontline troops going in. Looks like doing a nice flanking. A lot of looks like all three guys are on the right, which is hard for the British and, unfortunately, the Soviet player to really counter. That being said, the Americans are doing well in the forest. Once again, if they can kind of lock this down, then the one guy can really occupy forest, and this other American player can come in on the flank. I already see they're picking doctrines. I do want one last thing before. I want to thank my Patreon supporters like Tim, Leo, Nick, Sejones. I'm sorry, not Sejones. I'm trying to get over Nick, Joey, Tim, Leo, Lobo, and Ace. Thank you guys so much for your awesome support. You guys rock. See, as soon as I start saying it, I got it. But then as soon as I start messing up, I start thinking of people who were Patreon supporters and either diminish their tier to a point or something like that. I'm like, who was it again? But thank you, everyone who supports my content, whether Patreon or just watching it. All right, enough shilling. In any case, looks like the British are coming back with lots of MGs and a flamethrower unit that needs healed if it needs to burn these guys. Actually, right now, if they kind of rush up here, they can burn them. Because I'm not seeing a lot of... Oh, never mind. They have an AT gun. Shoot. Proust is ready to go. We also have a German sniper. Very risky, very costly. But hey, if you can use it effectively against the British, it could be very good. Looks like we also have a light mechanized company. So I'm going to say we got a burning half-track here shortly. Let's double-check doctrines as the Americans literally occupy the forest. And yeah, they have more than that firepower to push these guys back. So we have Daddy Ruddle picking the worst I'm kidding, it's not the worst, but I don't like this. I don't like this commander. Armor Company. You get a bunch of light armor, great. You get a bulldozer, great. The Howitzer's fine. I don't know why you would give vehicle crews Thompsons, because they're pretty, like, unless you're losing armor left and right, yeah, it's pretty risky. And then, of course, assault engineers, which are they're not great at closing the gap. They'll pretty much be picked off pretty quickly. Vladimir Putin picked heavy cavalry, heavy infantry, and a Pershing, which is nice. Goebbels got airstrikes and commandos. Mortar cover is actually pretty good. But, yeah, the air supremacy operation definitely got nerfed quite a bit. But it's still decent. It's not amazing, but it's not terrible. All right. Sniper team moving in. Missing the one shot, but the second one hits it. Flamethrower unit pushing back the infantry, and looks like they're doing okay in this region. Prospect Overwatch, this could be good, especially since it looks like he's focusing in the city area. If you can put some Goliaths behind these buildings and hide them, and then when the units get in the buildings, try to get close, boom, there you go. It's a good infantry killer and a good way to counter. Also, nice flares, so if they come up, you can have recon in the area, which definitely helps. Let's see right now, Erwin Rommel went festing armor, which is fine. Again, counting emplacements like row artillery is great. Pack 43 is good for armor charges. Command tank is good for keeping stuff alive. It's just, the railway is my biggest issue with this, and the rest of the stuff I like. Even hull down, which I'm mixed of if you can do it well. Looks like trying to push up with a half track. Interesting. In a recent gameplay, half track was OP. So let's see. Oh wow, yep, that was quick. That was easy. But anyway, half track looks like in defense to hold back the British, which should have a lot of problems because they don't have really anything to counter this. The best thing they have is an MG, but it's, as long as that half track stays well positioned, they should be fine. Anyway, Morbin went another kind of fortification doctrine, or kind of a stationary doctrine, with fortification doctrine being the Pack 43 and the hull down, similar to all the bunker stuff you can place down, which might be an issue. But Kirill picked close air support. This could be good for knocking out allied support in the back. Now, if they have AA, that's a different story because they can shoot down the planes. But the strafing support and the AT strafe are extremely powerful. Can neutralize a lot of enemy forces. Looks like American forces are doing a decent job at locking down the force. Looks like they're trying to break through here with mixed success. American forces coming up. They have a lot of them. And, oh, never mind. They have half track as well, just on standby. The Germans trying to push through, but this is already a death trap. They're being hit by multiple angles. Grenades are coming in. Already killed one squad. They're going to need to fall back. At this point, if I was the Germans, I would stop attacking here. Or at least not attack unless you have serious armor. Because look at that. That much American, you're not busting through. You can't handle that much American at this stage. You can handle this much American when you get the armor for it. Not more. Oh, they just gonna keep walking on through. Jesus Christ. Americans are in the house. And they're just charging. Yep, they're coming in. And that poor medical. Oh my god, they're blobbing so hard right now. Blobbing so hard. I also want to thank the person who submitted this. Again, skip now. Thank you, Joseph, for sending this in. And again, you want to submit your own replay, do so via my Gmail or Facebook. But yes, let's see how you're doing. You're losing. That's great. Oh, you're being pushed back, I should say. Looks like you're holding here, but the half-track's on standby, and I assume additional infantry will push up in a moment. Meanwhile, we have the Americans still dominating and just massacring everyone. Holy cow, Morbin lost a lot of men and guys on the front line. Nice mortar hit, though. Support gun did get neutralized. He's going to probably try to steal it. Looks like we have fuel supplies coming in, and what the hell is this? Why? Just why? What is this? What is this? Half track coming in. Actually, you might be able to kill a lot of American forces on the retreat. Oh, they're stuck. Oh no. They had to break down the fence, and I think they're going to lose at least 2 squads. We already lost 1. Oh no. Oh, well, no, they actually made it. I'm surprised that 1 squad made it. Holy crap. But yeah, they lost at least 1 squad. That was evil. And now they're running over the American. God damn it. More teams on standby. That sucks. Looks like we have a T-70 moving in with a half-track to stop them. Yeah, they're not pushing through here without some serious armor. And I get they're trying, and I get this guy is really trying hard to help, but In all honesty, hit and run tactics in the force is what you kind of need to take this right point and this left. And then you guys are doing good in like this area. You probably should just keep focusing there. Like, keep this guy pinned in the forest so he can't send support. Either that or push hard left, because right now, this British guy has pretty much nothing. Joseph, I don't think, has enough to stand up by like a major armor assault. And right now, looks like the Germans are pretty well defended. We have a bunker, I think it was over us, minefield, bunker over there as well. Minefield over here. Looks like we have some type of recon going out. Nope, supply drop. Once again, I don't understand this. I don't understand why you would enclose that area. Okay, I guess they did it so that we can come through this way. I don't know. For those who are like, well, Greyshot stops them from capturing it. You know what also stops people from capturing it? Just making sure they don't get through your front line. Mortar teams are opening fire, trying to knock out the rear echelon in that fortification squad, or fortification position. And looks like they did it, but they put another one like 10 feet behind it. So nice job on that one. We have an airstrike coming in. Something is about to hit them. And I think it's a major. Yeah, major called in artillery. Rapid barrage. Actually, a decent hit. Knocked out the mortar. Can the mortar escape? He's getting up. They grabbed it, and they blew up. Man, I like how they're like, and lift, and we're good, boom. It's like, nope, not going to work. Once again, Grenadiers just being massacred by the amount of American infantry. Half-track doing a good job. Looks like forced them to retreat and move back from that position. So nice job. I've been noticing a lot more half-tracks in this. I don't know if it's just a coincidence, but literally the last couple major games I've been seeing more of them. And I'm happy that I'm seeing a lot of the units that I don't typically see in games. So very nice on that front. Right now, T-70 rolling on up, trying to get some nice hits. Panzer headquarters, though, very nice positioned. Should be able to hold them back. Looks like we have a strafing run coming in. Nice job suppressing them. It looks like it didn't suppress all of them, and it actually just it didn't keep them down. It only like actually suppressed one squad. It just kind of brought the other one down. Nice Puma and Verkenwerfer coming in to kill the T-70. That's gonna hurt. Who was it again? AIA Cap, who's not doing great. Also nice grenade. Looks like they're able to do some damage from the Oberstdorf's bundle grenade. Looks like they're capturing the left. We have half-track once again, just opening fire. Centaur moving up. This could be a major issue. But Oswind's also here. The problem, though... Actually, I'm curious who would win, Oswind or Centaur. If I had to probably guess, I'd say Centaur probably has better armor than the Oswind. This is a Panzer IV chassis. This thing... I don't know. Its armor's pretty good for what it is. So, I'd probably say the other, but... We also have a Puma here along with a lot of infantry, so yeah, Centaur has to pull back. Right now, however, it looks like we have... Oh, yep, he's trying to block him in. Oh, wait, no, he's just... Is he? Yep, no, he's definitely blocking in. He's trying to block this area, which is not a bad idea, and do so when the enemy doesn't know you're doing it. So there's no reason for him to go there. As an OKW, you can't lay down fuel caps or anything like that, so there's no imminent pressure. There's no, like, signal saying, hey, you should go over here, they're over here. No. You block this area up, you do everything you need to do. Then you capture territory. When they go, they're like, wait, how'd this get up in 2 seconds? Meanwhile, it looks like the Germans are pushing it up. Centaur desperately trying to hold. Panzer IV dropping smoke just to escape the ET gun. But we have the Puma, looks like trying to move it on the left. And this is what I mean by actually finding opportunities. This may not be the perfect flanking scenario, but it's not Pickett's charge. There isn't a sturdy defensive line here that's going to massacre all your men. You can easily puncture through and then deal an incredible amount of damage behind enemy lines. Because all their bunkers and stuff like that are over here. Oh, okay, there's one here. But there's nothing out this way, so you can easily swing around here and do quite a bit. So it looks like we have some AT troops on the standby just in case they move up armor, which is really freaking close. Yeah. British infantry just pushing back Grenadiers. Oh, by the way, apparently another YouTuber is helping with that game Iron Harvest. It was Helping Hans, which I versed him before. Really good. I think it was a meme game with when he was doing with all the sniper spam, but goddamn, that's still some good support that you have a COH2 player that really enjoys the game. That again. So hopefully. Because, you know, Relic, I have no idea when you're doing COH3. I know you're sending out those surveys, but oh boy, if you're looking in for surveys, that game's not coming for another 2 years minimum. For an average game development, it's 3 years, I would say. The only game that literally can get it out in 2 or 1, oh god, 1 is like Ubisoft or EA or something that have all these support studios that they can like just send an incredible amount of staff to. Unfortunately, when that happens, a lot of stuff can like, when you make a game like that, a lot of stuff can be kind of covered up. And by that I mean like bugs and other things. Like, I think a great example would be Mass Effect Andromeda was mainly done by one studio. Or no, I'm sorry. Let me not think of that. Battlefront, which had a lot of different studios. Even Battlefront 2 had a lot of different studios attached, and that game was just a total freaking mess. Even not without the loot box system, like before, the game is just simply a mess in single player, multiplayer, etc. Panzerfaust's getting the Sherman and does nothing. Great job. Or Assassin's Creed, before they, you know, relaxed, gave it some time to breathe, and then came out with Origins, which, again, I heard was pretty good. I actually have it. I still need to play it. Or more of it, I should say. I did like an hour of it. Jackson moving up. Looks like trying to get a shot off. Wow. Unfortunately, bad timing. Because, yeah. Also, why are you hitting a mortar? It's like, hello, Panthers here. We have some type of strike coming in, but it's just a bunker. Like, seriously. A lot of bazooka teams moving in. Can the Panther get the final shot? No, it cannot. And Jackson manages to survive a pretty much suicidal charge. So, congratulations. Looks like we are artillery coming down here from a major, it looks like, artillery. Nice shot with that Puma, by the way, and all those men. Airstrike coming in. I'm assuming some type of suppressing run. Yep. Doesn't do all that much, but it will suppress them, and now they're going to retreat all the way back to... Nice shot, by the way, with the Panther on that. But I just realized, Kirill, you have nothing left. Maybe build up your army. I'm pointing it out. Pointing it out. Building up an army might help you. But right now, I also see a big issue, because right now the Allies have way more resources than the Germans. So, yeah, that's going to be a big issue, especially if the Germans want to keep fighting the Allies toe-to-toe. Looks like we have a flank going on, which an Oswind. Very interesting to fight T-34 with. Also, lots of, looks like gammon bombs being thrown, doing a bit of damage. And I think some of them to their own guys, but hey, that's what happens when literally two armies are literally within punching distance from each other. Panther just wrecking house, clearing everything it can, before being pushed back by AT weapons. Grenade on the Panther. Yeah, for some reason it didn't do all that much. I don't know why. T-34, 85, just wrecking. We have a Puma going in for the flank. Trying to use an aim shot, which will disable something if it can penetrate. Looks like it did. We have a turret traversal jam, so... yeah, that's going to throw him out from using his main weapon. Panzer Grenadier is trying to hold back armor, but there's a lot of armor and now a lot of AT moving up. So the Allies are slowly regaining ground. Okay, you're 20 minutes into this game, Allies. And right now I'm seeing an entire German retreat. So either two things are going to happen. You fuck it up, or you fuck it up. That's what I'm seeing right now. So right now you have this point. Germans are on full retreat. But there's two guys with barely an army. I'm very curious to see how you fuck this up. Alright, so American riflemen are pushing on up, being destroyed from the guys and, you know, just not moving, opening fire with better weapons. They are... okay, the one thing I'll say, the Germans are dropping a ton of fuel. Okay, now we have sector assault coming in. We have a lot of airstrikes that are going to come in this sector. Maybe that can do something. We'll see. Okay, that killed another squad. Oh, the Russian player also has nothing. The Major might be destroyed. Oh, he lost. Oh, he has no frontline infantry. Yeah, he just lost his Major. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. So I asked how you fucked it up, and by God, you showed me the way. By also having little to no army at your disposal. That's reassuring. A couple of bombs coming in from the sector assault, but again, they're very inaccurate. It does help for large charges, but... Unfortunately, I think got shot down. Looks like with the plane shot down. Oh, hello. What the hell is killing it? We have artillery. I'm trying to see if there's a Pack 43. There is not. But this armor's just being pushed back. Panzer IV just hanging out and chilling, just opening fire on the armor on the flank. Looks like they're pushing over here with another Panther. There's some AT, but the Panther just... Oh, wait, no, it does have an MG42, so its effective firepower has been diminished. I guess against a weakened AT gun, it still managed to win. But with that charge, it looks like the Allies maybe overextended a little bit too much, and the Germans had just enough AT to hold them back. Though, once again, this guy lost his Panther and now has no army, so I'm not expecting a huge counterattack right now. Oh boy, we have a lot of mortar coverage coming in, which is why you see all this. Great against infantry. It brings down their health, and if a mortar does hit it, it's pretty much a goner. Looks like we have the artillery coming in from Armor Company. And this guy's not moving, so I'm just going to remove my taskbar, and you can watch this glorious action as it takes place. Greyshot? Nothing happened. Yeah, because it's Armor Company. Remember what I said? Oh, man, it actually hit the point. Luckily, the guy was able to move away. Again, I like how it did like a lax sort of retreat. It was fine. Okay, now I'll give it this. Nice shot on the Panzer Grenadiers retreating. Just... Oh, boy. Looks like the Allies are trying to come back. This guy's T-30-45 speeding. I see this backfiring a lot if this guy walks into like a Pack 43 line or something, because then he loses all his armor and he's screwed. And the reason why I say that is a lot of times when people have this large armor group, they come more cocky with it. They're like, oh, look at this. Oh, look at all this armor. It's like, yeah, but congrats. But then when your armor has to pull back and heal, as shown here, your front line's pretty much a goner. Panzerwerfer firing, Jackson going in to flank all these guys. A Jagdpanzer, a Panzer IV, and a Panther. Looks like he knocked out the Jackson. You have a Comet. So that's actually pretty effective. You guys really have nothing to hit that Jackson from behind. Oh, good. You have Panzerwerfer moving up. You have an AT gun right here. But no, we don't want to move it up. Panzer IV blocking it. Jagdpanzer. Yeah, trying to fall back, having some issues. Luckily, the mortar coverage is kind of blocking the Panzer Force and Jackson's sight, so neither of them can see each other, which allows Panzer IV to escape. And Jackson not be lit up. Looks like the Panther's still on standby on the right. We're trying to gain some territory, which once again, I don't know why you put this cover here and be like, oh, Greyshot, it's for defense. Like, yeah, but even with these close, they can just A, shoot it, and B, it's like, provide some more defense or something to cover it. Maybe a fighting position, anything. Well, speaking of fighting positions, that one's gone. This one's still alive, though, so that's good. We also have a Pershing being deployed, and it's just, I guess, making sure the front line's A-okay. So the Germans are pushed back. They still have a hell of a fight if they're going to overcome this difference. But overall, it looks like they are slowly gaining more ground. And remember, right now, they have more points than the Allies. So they're still winning and actually putting the clock on the Allies. So we'll see how things go. Right now, I still expect the... Oh, wow. Nice. Okay, knocked out the Jackson. Knocked out the T-gun. Fair point. And it's too close to air support just to finish him off. Maybe a little overkill. A little bit. But not bad. Also, I love the fact that Verkenwerfer's just right here because... yeah, why not? Okay, so now you're going to give the Allies Verkenwerfers. Not a good idea. That would suck to have that stuff to ambush your armor. Meanwhile, we have the T-30-45s rolling up to save the world. At least that's what it'd have you believe. I mean, he has armored assault tactics, which is fine for Stormvic strikes and getting armor, but if he just keeps spamming T-30-45s, unless he does an amazing flank, this will fall so so low on the level of expectations. Like, it's not going to hit where he wants to. It's just not. Half track trying to hold. There are a bunch of mines over here. So nice job, obviously, on the American player. Wow. Just decrewing it. And he's going to heal on the other side. Nope, he's just firing. That's incredible. I love how these guys are firing through the half track, too. But, yeah, Panther's about to possibly buy another mine. No, he navigated himself around it. Okay, nice job. Once again, the difficulty attacking a emplaced area that's been enemy territory for quite some time is it can have a lot of booby traps. It can be very annoying. But the problem is it's still good to keep hitting those areas just to keep the enemy there. If, again, Daddy Ruddle, oh my god, who also has just Jacksons. Like, once again, boy, armor spam is either going to go great or you're going to fuck it up. And I have a feeling you're going to fuck it up. Also, this is a bad placement. You have a double pack 43 line here. That's bad placement. This is originally just bad placement. This is just adding on top of it. Now, where should they have put this? Here. Now, if they're dumb enough to charge straight up, then yeah, these pack 43s are fine. Oh, I can't. Yep, pack 43. I love the fact these Jacksons are charging an AT line. But I would have personally put them here so they could fire through and hit these targets as long as you have recon. But that was the stupidest charger I've ever seen. Let's get tank destroyers and let's charge the enemy line. Right now, because of that and him not pinned down, that actually worked for you. Congratulations. I'm very shocked of his stupidity. But now he doesn't have an army. And theoretically, you should be fine. There's sector assault coming in, some more airstrikes and whatnot, which could help. Or planes will just crash into your units. We'll figure it out. Or bombs will actually hit your own units. That's also hilarious. Armor being pushed back. We have an IS-2 now that, like, leading the Soviet charge. So, I'm a mixed bag. They're trying to shoot down the aircraft. Mixed bag. Now, luckily, because of a special ability that the British have, aka this nice little assault, which people pretty much use for recon, I assume that they're going to try some bombings or try to get an airstrike location or just maybe try to recon out to see how far they can go. They did take all this territory, and it looks like they're using their armor to clear the remaining mines, which is very dangerous when you have infantry right there, which can detonate and kill infantry close by. But, anyway, like, what happens if he calls in this air supremacy operation on these guys? Like, you know he has it because the mortar, this mortar barrage or cover is special to that doctrine. So you should know, okay, this guy has this. So why on earth do you group up your fortifications? Now let's see. We also have artillery currently being fired. And they're just hitting this general area. I'm assuming... Oh, no, they're hitting the base. Okay, that could be interesting. That could be annoying for the constant reminder that you're based under threat. It's not necessarily a direct, like... It's like the Doolittle raid. It's not, like, gonna... Unlike Pearl Harbor, that movie from Michael Bay, which make you think that the Doolittle raid was the most amazing airstrike ever. It wasn't. It was a high-level airstrike with essentially bombers that didn't have much of a payload. And had dropped a couple bombs on Japan that maybe killed a couple people, if not caused a few damage. I believe it hurt a couple people. Zeroing artillery also coming here, which is kind of stupid because there's no recon. But anyway, hurt a couple people, caused very few casualties just in general, and did very little infrastructure damage. Like, again, the basic point of it was not to blow up Japanese arms or to to change the course of the war. That's not the point of it. The point of the Doolittle raid, similar to the point of the Berlin raid, like those, were to essentially boost morale for a country that was, at that point, very low. Morale for the United States was not very high after Pearl Harbor, because it's like, oh, great, we're going to war. Well, okay, how do we show that after that and all the series of losses we're currently taking in the Pacific, how do you show that you can do good? Well, you bomb the enemy. Okay, that just shows that you have the capacity to hit enemies so far away that it seems invincible that they can be taken out. Okay, cool. Awesome. Oh, by the way, I love that. They couldn't fly back, so most of the planes had to land in China, in nationalist Chinese held territory. And then eventually they were escorted again back to Allied lines. There was one the poor son of a gun who decided, because again, you have essentially the Japanese Air Force on you, like they're looking for you. So they decided, okay, we can't get to China. Let's stop in our ally, the Soviet Union, who is being invaded by Germany in the Axis. Well, unfortunately for them, international law forbids like that type of effort, which is why like Switzerland shot down both Allied and Axis planes that entered its airspace to be neutral. So if Japan or the United States had units that crossed into Soviet Union territory, again, kind of just put in perspective, they could be essentially arrested. Oh my god, this Gammon Bomb's gonna be so good. Oh, thank you, I needed that. Again, why you don't group up your men? There's so many dead bodies here. Anyway, one poor sucker landed in Soviet Union, and he was very quickly arrested, and they were, I believe, put into a camp until the end of the war and then released. So you had to feel bad for those guys who were like, I'm just gonna bomb, you know, we're part of this, we're allies, guys. And it's like, nah, you entered under this situation, which I believe that the Soviets actually took the plane's carcass and kind of retrofitted it to kind of help them out. Let's see, we have a Stuka bomb somewhere. Wow, there's a lot of Allied armor over here. Wow, they are really grouping up. My problem is right now is you see all this armor. He has a bit of infantry. A-cap, ton of armor. Daddy rule, mostly armor, not a lot of not really much of anything. Nice job, by the way, knocking out the Panther before the Allies could take it. And then you have Goebbels has his army, and this guy, but he has actually infantry. So right now, Vladimir is the only guy with a suitable infantry force. Meanwhile, we have, on the flip side, and by the way, they're all frontline armor, no Katyushas, no artillery, just frontline battle tanks. Mobin has infantry, some armor, and some support at, long range. Kirill has a lot of artillery. Proust has a bit of armor and infantry. And Erwin Rommel has a mix of Pak-43s, armor, and infantry. So, a good defense. Now I know why this game's going to take so long. Because I bet you what's going to happen is this. The Germans are going to hold this territory for a decent amount of time. I would say for another probably 10 minutes. They'll probably hold on to the territory. Roughly. They'll get down less than 100 points. The reason for that is every single time the Allies, which by the way, you can see them all stacked up right now. You can see all of them stacked up with their armor lines and columns. They're like, okay, we'll get ready for this massive armor charge that's going to break the enemy. Similar to like one good offensive to end World War I. That's all I need. And you kept hearing that same motto over and over and over and over and over again, even though it didn't do a damn thing. Yeah, sure, you got one good offensive, but like the Brusilov offensive, like the Austrian-Hungarian offensive into Italy, or I love this, and they bring it up on the Great War Channel, like the 11th or 10th or whatever Battle of the Asonso River. It's like, Jesus Christ. It's like, guys, I don't think it's working after the 5th. But this is gonna backfire so amazingly because of all the Pak-43s. And then they're probably gonna change their tactics to infantry and artillery, and then they'll somehow win the game. Alright, so Pak-43 is opening fire, already getting a beautiful shot on the Jackson, which is still in range. Pak-43, do your job. Beautiful shot. Actually shot and hit the T-34-85, which is barely alive, which is, once again, amazing. Nice shot. We have all this armor clustered up. Pathfinding for the win for the Germans, but mind you, because they're just going all over the freaking place. It's a graveyard. We have infantry over here providing support. They're coming in on the flank now. We have, what, 4 Allied vehicles dead? Can we make it 5? Can we make it 5, people? 5 Allied vehicles dead. Come on, give me 5, give me 5, give me 5. Someone, anyone, give me a 5th one, anyone. We have mortar coverage coming down. Oh, no, we have 5. Do we have 6? Do we have 6? Come on. Do we have 6? Do we have 6? Anyone. Give me a 6 armored loss for the Allies. Come on, give me 1. Give me 1. Come on. 7. Give me 7. Do I hear 7? 7 Allied vehicles lost. Can I hear me a 7? 7 Allied vehicles lost. Germans are taking some casualties, but can you give me a 7th? 7. Can you give me 8? Can you give me an 8th vehicle loss for the Allies? Can you give me 9? Can you give me 9 Allied vehicles lost to the German defensive line over here, which is astounding. Don't get me wrong, the Germans have taken heavy casualties, but can you give me 9 vehicles lost for the Allies? Come on, give me 1. Give me 1 more. Give me 9. Give me 9. Give me 9. Anyone. Going once. Going twice. Going 3 times. And I guess we are sold on just 8. Wait, hold on. Oh, no. We had a blown up Sherman. So I guess that's 9. So it looks like the Allied player manages to level up. Okay. Once again, this whole thing could have been easily dealt with if you just looked at the map and looked at this area. Once again, Pack 43, which, hold on, let me click on here, has 2 kills. So in this Panther has how many? 1 kill. So I'm assuming they got a lot. Also, the infantry here, more than enough. More than enough to hold. We have ACAP with 3 armored vehicles. Then you have like 7, so that's 4. He had at least 3 additional vehicles, so that would make it 7. Daddy, I think, lost 1, and Vladimir, yeah, he had additional armor. So they lost a ton of armor, which I swear to God, I said I would call it. I said I would call it. Because once again, they attacked a hard point. Oh, there's another one. We're not doing the bet right now, unfortunately, so that's not going to be it. Jesus Christ, the Panzerwerfer barrage. Also, all the Panzergrenadiers. But right now, the Germans have set up themselves to be pretty much anti-armor for the Allies. Like, this is sad. This is really sad. Unfortunately, the Germans like blobbing, which is the one saving grace for the Allies, is at least they can keep doing a lot of damage because they keep grouping up. And I swear, if this IS-2 just runs over all 3 Panzergrenadiers, oh good, he retreated. Oh nope, we lost a squad. But it's like, you had recon. You saw this coming. You saw the defenses in place. You knew what they had. And yet, some bozo gave the idea, guys, this is our time to charge. We can do this. We can win. We can. Oh, we're all dead. I currently have a glass of water. I raise my glass to you, the genius who did that assault. You are an interesting individual. And now they're bringing all this armor back. Hey, genius, do we still have the Pack 43 here? Yes. Okay. Do we still have AT guns here? Yes. Do you think you're going to be able to get through here? Yeah. No. 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 Don't say yes. So meanwhile, the Germans are still holding this line. And then they're doing fine. Now, you could be asking yourself, Greyshot, where would you attack? Why? Like, seriously, like, where would you attack? Okay. And you know what? I'll just use half. So I'll take the British and Soviet forces, and then I will leave the American forces with infantry and Jackson support here. That way, if they move up the Panthers, KO. Jackson's all fire. No way the Panthers get through on a offensive. If the Americans are playing defensive, they'll be fine. So I would take all that armor they originally had, the 10 vehicles, and I would move them here. I would move them here. I put this a lot of times, but this really highlights it because of this. You attack mid, didn't work. You know that. Oh, Jesus Christ. What is this armor spam game? Holy crap. I would hate to be the Allies right now. I would hate to be the Allies because, yeah, they're going to keep losing infantry as long as those Panzerwerfers are alive. But what would you have me do? Well, it's honestly quite simple. You attack with a lot of armor over here, and you say Greyshot. Why would you do that? The Germans had less armor by far. If you remove this clustered nature and allow for a more open battlefield like down here, and you can even provide recon and support from Sturmvik strikes to cover infantry to majors for recon or even the British for recon, etc. You'll be fine. Air supremacy looks like they didn't do all that much. You would be relatively fine. Because you would be in an even field. And then also when the T-30-45 gets close to dying, you ram the armor that you're fighting. And then you take all these defenses and you pull their forces back. Nice satchel charge, by the way. I do like the constant artillery hitting this base. Not doing all that much. It is quite annoying, and I feel like he's trying to hit the British base now. Oh, maybe not. Now we have railway coming in here, which, okay. Sure, why not? I'm sure it's going to do well. Oh, wait, it's armor company. Well, at least there goes a bunker. I want to note, I think he lost. Well, maybe not. This guy certainly didn't lose any armor. And just to put in perspective, the Axis currently have an army size of, just put in perspective, probably upper 60s. Like quick math in my head. So the Germans, the Allies currently have an army of like, again, upper 60s, so it's quite even still, so I'll give them that. But the Allies need to change what they do. They need... Okay, so right now I'm seeing more, still the same amount of Jacksons. Over here, I see roughly the same amount. I see a commando come in here, so this is going to be a waste of manpower. And by waste, yeah, it's like, dude, there's a command tank here, and there's a Panther. It's still focusing on armor, but its MG is still going to annihilate your men. Command tank is a short barrel gun that's pretty good against killing infantry. Plus, you have all this coming in. Maybe one of the Panzerwerfers open fire. Yep, that's 500 manpower wasted. Congratulations. I don't know. I've seen too many of these battles in these types of environments, and once again, the Pak-43 is still there, jackass. You haven't done anything. Okay, nice satchel. I'll give you that. Pak-43 is still there, and you have the command tank providing a defensive bonus. So, right now, your only hope is making sure that the Pak-43 doesn't see your units, so we can't continue to one-shot them, which, by the way, that thing is very close to 4 stars right now. So, oh, good, look, the Panzerwerfer just gave recon. So, yeah, it's going to knock out the Pershing, which is the biggest, baddest thing there. And it's still, as long as you can still see those, it's going to still fire. They're lucky you can't. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, this is only a 3-star Pak-43. I was like, because it's a Wehrmacht variant. Nice game, man, nice game and Bob. Yeah, it doesn't do a ton. It's a light variant. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase. Oh, let me pull up the British, the kind of given thing. So again, bombs. Again, does okay against armor. It's not designed to like a satchel. So don't expect it to cripple the engine or something like that. Artillery's coming in. I swear to God, if one artillery shell hits all these men, I'm done. I'm just done. Meanwhile, Germans are doing one good thing. They're at least keeping priorities where they need to. And at least the one guy is knowing, like, okay, if the Germans push over here, we need to have stuff. So he placed mines. He placed everything he could possibly put. Nice fighting position over here. The tank line. He did what he needed to. He locked down the sector with as many MGs and such as possible. Wait. Hold on. One issue could be moving here and then getting through and busting through that way. But, again, that would provide a lot of recon tactics and prior knowledge for them to do that. I don't think the Germans have recon of that. Oh, no, they do. I forgot they have this guy. Right. The one thing I will say the Germans are lacking is fuel caches. Like, again, I know they have, like, the Wehrmacht are the only people who can place in. Right now, they're actually kind of low on man. But overall, they can kind of use it. I mean, Krill bringing up supplies and dropping off is fine. But Pak-43 is still there. This one's still there. T-30-45 just testing around. Unfortunately, didn't work. Why'd you call in the artillery over there? Also, I love how they're like, let's focus the armor charge over here because that worked out great. Yeah. Oh, nope. They're bringing in a close-range Katusha. This is so going to fail. This is going to backfire so bad on the Soviets. They have a lot of stuff. And did that plane crash? I think the plane crashed. Oh, wait, no. There it goes. Okay, that was a nice artillery strike. I'll give him that. Right now, the Germans are all bunched up over here. He's way too bunched up. Pack 43, though, still over there. And you have front armor on a 3-star Panzer. Panther. I love how they're Pack 43 still firing. It's like, but it can only do so much. They need additional armor support, and right now they're not getting it. Come on, Pack 43. Just keep firing. Oh, and this guy's blobbing up. Okay, this could be a problem. Oh, this Firefly is so screwed if they can get recon on it. There goes 1-2-34. Just provide sight. That's all you need. Sight, 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 sight. Nope. Pershing now going in on the Pack 43, realizing that this thing is evil. And to be fair, I completely understand. This guy loves his entire army from blobbing. Like, seriously, don't blob up your stuff. And, what, dude, how many freaking Panzerwerfers do you have? I'll yell at you as much as, like, anyone else. Jesus Christ. I'm happy this Pershing is over here, so we can do the on-roll thing. Aw, damn it, the main gun's destroyed. Why did you have to go and do that? Like, I think these Panzerwerfers need to go through natural selection. And just, some of them, the weakest ones will not survive. By the way, I love how on the left-hand side I mentioned how, you know, good defenses, and this guy literally moved his Panther over and just took everything. Good job on his part. Let's say we have sector artillery coming in, or sorry, sector assault coming in, find some bombs and whatnot to hurt the infantry and cause a lot of havoc. Panzerwerfer coming in, just suppressing stuff. This command tank is giving it everything it has, but yeah, they need to reman. Huh, that's interesting. So, a Pack 43, even though the Wehrmacht have the 5-star, will only still get 3-star if under them. Okay, interesting. Command tank retreating. Jackson's over here. So they managed to take the territory. They're down to 66 points. But now the Allies are gaining more and more territory and command points. That being said, Pack 43 is still there and just knocks out the IS-2. So the Soviet guys back down. I mean, Vladimir Putin already is pretty much just focusing on NG spam, which is hilarious and terrible at the same time. This guy is like finally realizing something. It's like, man, the Germans like to blob. Maybe we can use that to our advantage. It's like, congratulations, it took you 48 minutes to figure that one out. Okay, let's be fair, it took about 30 minutes into the game. But that being said, command tank, thank you, and go away. Nice idea, but come back the way you came. Command tank, don't you have, yep. Oh, dude, why are you not dropping smoke? Okay, there you go. Dropping the smoke. We also have a King Tiger here, so this guy's like, cool, you killed my armor. Now I get this thing. Unfortunately, Red did lose his command tank, which does suck quite a bit. Pack 43 should probably reposition a little bit. I would say a little bit to the left, not too much. But nice idea to have this locked down, so that way the Pack 43 can guard it. Wow, okay. Dude, don't put your units there because the artillery's coming down and that'll be a bad sign. You know if they hit it because, oh, yep, because of the flare. Because of the flare, and you just, and the railway's like, nope. I'm sorry, not railway, my apologies. What? No, I'm sorry, it is railway, never mind. I thought I saw something else. Joseph trying to give everything he has, but not much. I'm just seeing just large blobs. Blobs of armor. Blobs of artillery. Blobs of infantry. And this game is going on long, but I feel like... How do I put this in the best way possible? I'm feeling that it's just too, like... Just put your hand out and, like, straight, like, going for a high five and just smacking against each other. And that's how I feel it. It's just... Yeah. if a certain side had enough leverage or something to kind of turn the tide a little bit or do something unique, then maybe I could see like, okay, that was a good gameplay. But no, like red, even though I'm like great defense, you still blobbed and you fucked up. ACAP, you're fucking up by just getting armor spam. Joseph, I mean, I guess you're doing okay with commandos, but dear lord, do you know how much manpower you are currently wasting by getting only commandos? A lot. A lot. Also, let me give a quick shout out to Morbin, who's been using his artillery not to necessarily kill the base, but just to keep hammering the base so we can get kills off retreating infantry. Again, people are like, oh, that's not very smart. Well, if you can knock out a squad that's knocking out up to like 390 manpower squad to zip, and you have to get a new one. I call that victory. Also, nice job killing the Jackson. Remember, there's still a Pack 43 in mid, boys. So you still have to remind yourself of that. Command tank still doing pretty well. Looks like we have on the right-hand side Mobin pushing up against Jackson's by Daddy Ruddle. But unfortunately for Daddy... Oh, no, I'm sorry. He still has... Nope. He pretty much has no infantry now. He should. Looks like he's just healing his bulldozer. Oh, I'm sorry. The Wolverine isn't suitable enough for you? You don't want to get a large grouping of those suckers? Yeah, this is when you retreat the unit that's barely alive, man. Especially with that much manpower, you can't afford another Panzer Grenadier squad lost. Dude, it's fine. Just come back another time. Or just get your unit killed. Goddamn, I'm gonna need a refill. Maybe I should drink during these. It's company for this drunk Greyshot. Maybe that's how I start. Maybe that's my way to get into drinking. Just do really bad COH2 matches and just start like going on. Oh boy. So Jackson moving on in. Oh, just getting wrecked. Now Panther, pathfinding for the win. But they can just hide it. King Tiger should be able to easily kill this thing. Oh, where's the bulldozer? Don't you want to send the bulldozer to go put the king? Isn't going to help you turn the tide? No, it's not. For Cannon Warfare, though, support AT could. If it doesn't get a... Oh, King Tiger missed. Very nice. Cannon Warfare could get some nice shots with the Jackson. He did just like the armor-piercing rounds. But though, King Tiger left, so yeah, good luck with that. Mobin, the only thing I will say is you need more infantry. But that being said, you're a pop cap, so I can't blame you. Jesus Christ, I want to... As much as I hate the Soviet player for spamming T-34s, as much as I hate Daddy Rule for also spamming just armor, no infantry, which the American infantry have some of the best infantry, even if you don't want to do bazooka tactics, whatever. Or, and as much as I don't like other guys for putting out field cache and stuff like that. Kirill, how much time have you played this game? Oh, I make sure. Okay, I came and see your profile. Good. So I could, I would still yell at you. But, I love there's a guide on there I saw real quick, how to win every time. Pack 43 that got decrewed. King Tiger being flanked by its... Okay, that's actually smart with the T-3045. Now we have the Firefly also moving in. Dude, where's all... This is the stupidest thing. This is why the Germans are probably going to lose. It's not from anything else. It's this motherfucker right here. This game has been so memey and so freaking stupid. This is the reason why. Because even though he is awesome Panzerwerfer shots and everything like that, this is literally killing any offensive capabilities they have, or even defensive. Because, yeah, sure, they're firing at these awesome shots. You want? It didn't even hit anyone that time. It didn't even hit anyone that time. You have no armor that can fight the T-3045s. If he had just one additional Panther, you could have held this side. Just one. But no, you need to go the goddamn Panzerwerfer spam, because that's cool, and that's awesome, and you want to do something different. Like, don't be wrong. I believe in the B4, and I do that, but you don't see me with wait, no, sorry, it's 15 pop cap. 6 B4s. It used to be 20. Oh, God. Just great satchel charge. Not much more I can say that, just great satchel charge. Once again, watch your units. you're just not supporting your team. I don't even care about showing overall kills. Wait, Kirill somehow has 191 kills and 50,000 damage. Wait, what the fuck? This guy. Oh, you know what? His close air support maybe in this. Maybe that's why. Like, don't get me wrong, there's 37 kills, but you don't need 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You don't need 8 of these suckers. Just getting a Panther and stuff like that would help you out immensely. I can tell that you're a good player. Like, at least, I think you are. Maybe. But, goddamn, you know what would make it so much better? If you could support your teammates on the defensive and actually hold off armor. Because, yeah, you're doing damage, but it's just, yeah. It's not as much, it's just not doing the lasting damage that you need. Because right now your team needs one good offensive tank. That's it. Just one tank to help hold that left-hand side. It could be a freaking Panzer IV, I don't care. But that's what they need. They also need maybe some infantry to capture some territory. The hell, you can do pioneers. So also, if your Panzer IV gets hurt, you can heal it. This guy's now on the flank, just kind of holding off that star. Germans pretty much have mid, which makes that left-hand side the last position. Come on, you need to kill some of this, if it, like MGs, if they're gonna bust through. Which I find it weird. This guy spammed 50 cal machine guns, but whatever. I guess he saw this a way to hold that territory. All right. Also the fact that no one likes to retreat in this game is astounding to me. Both the allies and Axis were like, nah, we don't need retreat, and just get everything like killed. All right, Pack 43 is back up and running. That thing has been hit multiple times. I'm assuming they're gonna have to repair it soon if they haven't done so already. Wow, German armor just pushing on up, knocking out a Pershing and just hitting the base in general. Artillery still hitting over here. Yeah, move back. Your 5-star. Oh no. Yeah, you should have retrieved that immediately. 5-star Panther. Like, goddamn, Norman, good job, but holy mackerel. Like, there's going balls deep and there's going suicidal. I think he went more suicidal. Panther and the King Tiger just trying to kill the Jackson. Knocked it out, still there. They could easily recruit it, but needs to produce some men. Oh, shoot, he missed. Bounce. Oh, no focus fire on the Panther. That's a bad move. Oh, Panzer IV coming in and just KO'd it. Poor Daddy Roll. Poor Daddy Roll. At least he could go send his men to go capture that Jackson, so it's not a complete loss. And I'll give this Soviet player, at least his satchels have been okay. But I also could say Joseph's Gammon bombs have been pretty good because of just the blob. This, oh my god, the blobs in this game are so real. Oh my god. I'm literally, like, again, I am cringing right now for the amount of blobs I've seen in this game. So yeah, the command tank and the Panzer IV moving on up. I guess they see more infantry as a issue. And I was just gonna say they can't throw satchels on armor. Now they can. And they're grouped up, so it's gonna hurt both of them. Oh no, they actually separated. And that one got annihilated. Good job. This guy's once again just blobbing up with a 5-star Verkanwerfer. Holy crap. Good idea. Get that one back. Don't retreat. Oh, you're shit. Why? 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 Just why? You could have retreated. You just need to move it out of the way, Mike. Like, you know their abilities are, like, it takes forever. Literally, Red, like, kind of just was, like, relaxing when he moved his forces back and was fine. Also, for a guy with close air support, I'm very surprised you're not hitting this. Like, this is a perfect target for a strafing run. Like, you see it right now with your Panzerwerfer shot. You see this. And yet you're like, nah, I don't need a Stuka bomb or do anything to that. Which, by the way, if the Germans somehow lose this, again, the Allies are currently down to, oh my god, they're down to like low, mid-30s? 5. Yeah, they're down to mid-30s. Axis are up to Jesus Christ. If I'm being 100% honest, they are 25. Boy, it's like it low 70s. Like they easily have double the army. The Axis currently easily have double the army. It's just unfortunately the double the army is filled with this. So while they, yes, you could say they are getting a ton of kills. And oh my god, the Panzerwerfers, I can see them being annoying. If I think like Krill, dude, like you have all this. Also, then if fine, get some pioneers and go help out. Also, fuel caches, munition caches. You can start laying that stuff down. Teller mines, minefields, anything. Providing assistance to your allies. More so than that. I am surprised you have that much damage. I do, but right now they're easily trouncing you. You have more kills. I understand that. And you have very few losses. I get that as well. But my god. You have a Stuka bomb that could decap territory. Use it. I love how this side is decapping the territory. Like, seriously. We have a Sturming Strike going overhead. This guy has more than enough munitions again. He can also automatic repair, which is kind of astounding. He's not doing that with the Katusha. Just auto repair. Or this thing. Like, move back and auto repair. Bunch of armor in mid. They're dropping smoke so they can move up, but it's like, dude. Why are you doing something that risky? Because they have Jacksons and our infantry? Okay. If that is the case, tell the man with the 1,000,000 artillery pieces to literally just open fire and kill all this. There's more than enough Panzerwerfers to kill all this in one, like enough. As shown here, as demonstrated. Like, you don't need to do stupid stuff like that. I'm sorry if I'm being more of a negative Nancy this game, but literally this is so stupid that I'm having trouble containing it. At least this artillery piece can still impress me. That being said, now his artillery game is a bit off for me. Like, he's hitting here, I get it. Maybe he's trying to remove the fortification or something, but it's like, aren't you hitting this guy's base? Like, this guy's base is almost dead because of all the amount of artillery you were firing over there. So, I don't know. And you're also knocking out a lot of his, like, Joseph lost a lot of his commandos at that point from, like, behind there, from, like, one guy just being blown up from that artillery piece. Sure, you're killing one man, but you're also killing the entire squad, so Jackson kind of just hanging in. Panzerwerfer going in way too close. Finally, he's going to lose one. Still fires the whole volley. The volley missed, but hell, good job. We have a Kubel. Is there an AI? No, he's not an AI. I guess he's just going over there to capture the territory. Which, once again, it's like, guys, you have a guy with a Stuka bomb. Like, I have not seen him once try to Stuka this stuff. You easily have a larger army than the Allies right now, and you are still failing. You can beat him with a goddamn Pack 43 if he's stupid enough to engage. You have a guy with a Sherman Firefly. You should absolutely be hitting the Firefly first. Like, if you see the Firefly, focus on. Do not focus on the fucking. Oh my god. Also, Katyushas. You know what you do? Airstrike them. Also, I realized this guy lost his other T-34-85, so congrats on that part. Alright, nice job with that. Spread them out a little bit. Oh my god. Pack 43, thank you. Armor coming in on the flank. Should easily be able to knock out these Katyushas more than Jacksons. There's more than enough armor to deal with it. Once again, this is finally the Germans like, oh, we have a larger army, and finally using it. Panzerwerfers coming in, dealing massive damage. This is where you can flank over here and just neutralize everything else. Like, use this, recon this sector, find out what they have left, and GG this game. Right now, it looks like the Allies are about to win, and They might if they can hold the points. But at this point, I see the Germans just overwhelming the Allies and saying GG. Once again, this guy still has close Stuka bombs, and he can easily drop it. Well, he should capture this point. Also, this guy moved in on the Pak-43. So Pak-43, do your thing. Oh, it bounced. Very lucky. Nope, he's charging into the Pak-43's line. Pak-43 should be able to easily engage him. King Tiger just sitting there for some damn reason I don't know. It might have been decrewed, to be fair. Pak-43, thank you. Nice Panzerwerfer hit. They're trying everything. Another King Tiger's coming in. Pak-43 just wrecking it. And nice Stern Pioneer flank on the side. Panzer IV still holding that point. Why are you calling it a Stuka bomb here? You're going to kill the Panzer IV, aren't you? No, you killed that, but you also almost killed the Stern Pioneer squad. So good job. Just fantastic job. Alright, he's pulling back. He lost his commando squad. I'm assuming the Allies have nothing left. 0, 8, 26, 40. So yeah, they have nothing. The Germans in one army, just one, have enough to double the entire Allied army. One. And then you combine everything else. If the Germans lose this, it's not because of the fact that the Allies were better. It's just because, unfortunately, they have an incompetent teammate that decided to go Panzerwerfer spam. And also guys that are, like, don't know how to capture territory. Like, don't get me wrong, this guy is still getting a ton of kills. But my god. My god. It would be really helpful if he had just one infantry unit to help out. Meanwhile, Allies are trying everything they have to capture territory. I'm not going to fast forward. I'm kind of interested to see how this shit show works. Commandos are now moving in because he dropped more manpower. Because he has no army right now. So he can literally just... Like, all you need to do as the Germans is... Oh my god, do you really have a freaking Goliath? Okay, I want to see good Goliath gameplay. I want to see a good Goliath gameplay. If you somehow kill your own unit with that Goliath, I'm done. Wait. It's like going head on. Oh, please. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Okay. Prouse, congratulations. You have my approval. Allies trying their hardest to charge, but the last of their armor can't really... is having a hard time standing up. Oh, man. If only you had enough for a Stuka bomb to handle like this situation where the Allies have control of a key point. This is where a King Tiger would seriously just GG this, because that would literally annihilate everything over here. Panzerwerfer, come on. You have to have at least one ready to hit this position. Like, are you telling me you have nothing to hit this? Did you deploy another commando squad? He deployed another commando squad. Why are you retreating? You literally just have to move back. Just spread out your men. That's it. Alright, they're capturing mid. Germans are... They're about to do what my brother did in, like, one of my favorite COH2 matches, where my brother literally put his men on the outside and the tank pushed him out. And, like, all you have to do is move your men toward mid, and you'll be fine. Okay, but the Germans now have mid. They should be able to win this game. And it's a very close game. But the Germans should... If the Germans don't win this, yeah, I'm not even going to say anything. There's just something wrong. There would be something wrong with them. But the Allies. I'm surprised you lasted this long. To be fair, it was a lot of German blobbing that kind of allowed you to cling on to victory or the hope of victory for so long. But yeah, it's also doing stupid shit like constantly getting commandos. Sorry, Joseph, I'm gonna be honest. You wasting 500 manpower over and over and over again is incredibly stupid. Like, it is incredibly stupid. Because, once again, they just keep 3, 2, 1. They keep just doing that to you, pinning your men, instantly KOing them, and then just winning. Now, I'll also say it's stupid the fact this guy does this mass retreat situation over and over again. Okay, at least that time he didn't retreat his men. But, dude, he's still decapping the point. You may want to just put your men in there. Cervix strikes are currently going ahead. There's all sorts of weapons they can pick up from the Soviet player who sent everything he had. Right now, the Allies have to be, like, kicking themselves because, like, God, we got so close. We got so close. But it's just like, yes, you are the luckiest sons of bitches because you should have lost after that main armor charge. When you lost, I counted 9, but I'm going to go on a guesstimate. I'll give an estimate you lost probably 10 Allied vehicles during that charge. Like, that pretty much threw you out of the game. Also, you know what threw you out of the game? Not sending one fucking unit, just kamikaze to deal with all these. All you need to do was one unit. One Jackson that didn't care for its life, just to go in there and just start pop-shotting these suckers. Like, seriously. Just one would have destroyed this guy's entire army, killed morale, and you guys would have won the game. Holy mackerel. Oh, no. Oh, that was good. No, okay. That was a good Stuka close air support. But I swear to Christ, if the Allies, you stay in there. You stay in there, Allies. Oh my God, the Allies are actually winning. Holy shit, they're capturing the territory. They captured left. Nice satchel. The Germans don't have enough infantry. This guy only has 1 infantry squad. Krill has no infantry, which makes Proust and this guy, who's retreated most of it, the only guys with infantry left. Are you fucking kidding me? If the Allies, I'm done. I'm done with COH2. If the Allies somehow win this game, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm as done as Yavert quitting communism. Oh yeah, apparently Yavert switched to the fascism as his new morale. His mother was found alive in Vietnam and now changed his ways. Are you serious right now? I'm done. I quit. I quit. I quit. I quit. I'm done. Why? 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 The Germans lost this game. The Germans lost. The Germans lost this game. I'm not editing this out. You can hear my goddamn just me freaking the fuck out. Okay. This is what I think. Krill, you got a ton of units killed. You got a ton of units killed. The fact no one went close to you, I am astounded at. I am shocked. Absolutely shocked of that. You got 42,000 kills with your Panzerwerfers. Congratulations. Sorry, 42,000 damage, 277 kills. Congrats. I mean, you did build other stuff. It did take damage away and stuff. So I'm not discounting your Panzerwerfers, but dear Lord, in any other COH2 match, you would have been wrecked. And if these Allied players were good, you would have been wrecked. And I'm still saying they're shit. Like, even though they won, it's mainly because of the fact the Germans literally fucked themselves. And this is why it's meaning. This guy, Krill, well, he was, again, did very well with that. He did terrible. He has so much manpower, so much excess, and he didn't even put down any fuel caches or munition caches, anything, which would have helped him. Like, there were 3 positions right now in their territory that's solidly in their territory he didn't put down caches for, which would have helped him with get fuel or munitions or whatever, and would have helped him out. Get additional munitions, more airstrikes. You could easily put down, that's what, 15 munitions per turn if you put down all those. Think about that long term. This game's an hour and 20. He's been doing this for what, 30 minutes. 30 times 15 is, I don't know, 450 munitions, which I'm gonna say yes to that. And it's just like, that's if he would have done it, because the Allies didn't really push any further from here, and like that would have been incredibly helpful for you and your team. That's 1,800 munitions you like could spread out to your teammates. That could have been seriously helpful. Like, Rommel was at least trying with his infantry, which is why he was so low on manpower. You have nothing to say for yourself. Bad Kirill. Morbin, you're probably the most, you are the best player in this game. You are surrounded by idiots, but you, with your armor gameplay and your tactics, your artillery doing pretty well. Even though you didn't have enough men, again, it's like you did what you could. And I salute you. Proust, one thing I will say is the Germans did blob. Proust and Erwin Rommel blobbed their men, and they were like both decently fine. Erwin Rommel was good on defense, and with his command tank, I'll say going a lot better. This Pak-43 is like the freaking MVP. Think about that. They have this artillery ability and the air supremacy operation, and they couldn't kill a Pak-43. How? How do you fuck it up that bad? You can't even kill one Pak-43 throughout this entire game. You decrewed it, but you never killed it. How? How do you fuck it up that bad? You can't even kill it. Daddy roll. Not much to say other than you picked a bad doctrine that I don't like. You did attacks that did really nothing. You tried desperately to hold that right side, and you did fine. Very surprised you never tried to push in and like pull this guy back, because like this place was hit maybe once, like a brief skirmish, but nothing. Wow, 31,000 damage. Nice job on that. Again, the Pak-43 is your MVP of this game as well. Goddamn. Putin. Once again, I feel like these guys, and then also like the Allies, I can just say is why were you literally like charged. It's like the cavalry charge in the Crimean War. It's like you could see it was going to be bad from a mile away, and yet it still was happening, and you're like, I can't believe this is happening. Everything's gonna die. Are you serious? But yeah, just overall, I'm just very surprised by how this game turned out. And also, Jesus, Germans, you really threw that away. Like, overall, you threw that away. It's, yeah. It's astounding to me. And you could say, well, Greyshot, how are they supposed to hold against that? Bunker, MG bunker right here. And just constantly suppress. Like, they had no armor that moved up that could have stopped that. Just bunker right here. Done. It's like, oh, right. Let's see. Overview. Daddy Rule got most damage. Jackson's, I can believe it. Most losses, though, go to goddamn Joseph. Oh, my God. You lost so many commandos. So many. How many commandos did you lose? Joseph, how many commandos did you use? 13. You had 14 produced. This one's being suppressed. You lost 13 of those suckers. 13. That's 600 and... Oh, that's 6,500 manpower down the shitter. Congratulations. Holy mac. I'm so mad. I am so mad right now. German side, best player was Erwin Rommel. And again, it's Pak-43 on defense. Most kills goes to Kirill. Great job. And again, ACAP, you did great satchels on blobs. Overall, this is everything I hate about COH2. This in one game. Just everything I hate. Thank you. Thank you, Joseph, for sending that in so I could describe everything I hate about COH2. Dumb blob armor charges. It's like better tactics. Dumb blob infantry tactics. Dumb outcomes from... Oh my God. I'm done. This Greyshot 1-7, and I'm not doing my normal intro. I'm just done. I'll see you guys next time. But I'm done. Hello everyone, and before I go, I want to give a special shout out to Joey, Ace, Lobo, Leo, Nick, and Tim. Thank you guys so much for your awesome support. You guys rock and help me do what I do. So thank you, and I'll see you guys next time.